Hi, this is Shannon Franzen at Coldwell Banker Apex in Tyler, Texas. Today I want to go over a few tips for buyers to help make the whole process of buying a home easier for you and your realtor. In a previous video, I discussed getting pre-approved, which is incredibly important. Here are some other things that are just going to make the whole process easier. I'm going to start with, you need to know where you want to live. I know some of you are probably laughing at that, but think about what neighborhoods you like. Spend some time driving around the area if possible. Study those neighborhoods. Go to open houses. How close do you want to be to work? I've spent all day showing clients property, and at the end of the day, they're like, oh, I just checked the maps, and I am 30 minutes from work. That's way too far. You know, we just wasted a day. And in this market, you don't have a day to waste. Think about your proximity to restaurants or parks or whatever it is that your family enjoys, your child's school. Get those things taken care of up front. Check the maps for major roads. I also had a listing here in Tyler. A client drove up with their realtor all the way from Houston to look at this house specifically. Got here, looked at the house, and their feedback was it was too close to a major road. Honestly, 5 minutes and Google Maps could have told you that and saved everybody a lot of time. Another thing to really start thinking about is what you want and need in a home. Does it need 3 bedrooms? Does it need 2 bathrooms? Does it really want 2.5? Do you prefer 2 stories or 1 story? Brick, older, newer, anything you can do to help narrow it down and make the search easier is good. And I'm also going to say, if you're purchasing this home with another person, a spouse, a partner, a sibling, whatever, make sure you have both discussed this list. It's really uncomfortable when you have a fight in the house with a realtor. And now some of you are laughing because you're like, oh, I remember doing that. And my realtor suddenly got a phone call and had to step out of the room. Okay, we probably faked that phone call because we were uncomfortable as well. I once had a client start throwing things at each other in the back of the car, and it's because they hadn't had these conversations ahead of time. I know we all learn while we look, but you can prevent some of that stress with just some pre-planning. Okay, let's talk about schools. It's a loaded subject. Often people say, tell me what the best school is. That's a very wide subject, and it depends on your child and a lot of other things. I can tell you everything in the world about my daughter's school and why I like it. Now, I don't know your child. I don't know what your needs are. Are they an athlete? Are they this? Do you even know? Are they kindergartners? I'm going to say do research. And even now I'm going to say even online research can be, there's a lot of websites and a lot of questionable information out there. So it is a hard job to do. You can schedule tours. That's probably your best bet, to schedule tours and really think it through on that level. I can promise you, I've had someone in my car that hates every school in East Texas, one or the other. And one person will say, I love it, it's the best thing that ever happened. And the next person will say, it was the worst experience we ever had. So really do your due diligence and understand that your agent does not know everything about every school in whatever area you're moving to. One more thing to think about. Any special home modification or special detail your agent needs to know, let us know. You want a dining room big enough for grandma's dining table, but you also need a breakfast area because you don't want to eat at grandma's fancy dining table. We need to know that. We know that up front. It makes the whole process easier. You prefer an HOA because in your previous neighborhood, people didn't put their dogs on leashes and they chased you every time you ran. Okay, now I know what we're looking for and why. You want an extra large pantry. You need a room big enough for your pool table with no bad shots on the corners. Just let me know and we can work with it. Thank you again. This is Shannon Franzen at Coldwell Banker Apex.